Om, peace, peace, peace. So we are reading the Gospel of Ramakrishna. Many of you may know, may not know. Gospel of Ramakrishna is what Ramakrishna said. The great saint who practiced all religions in his own life. People are tired of practicing one path, and Ramakrishna practiced all the spiritual paths, starting from Hinduism, all the different modes of Hindu practices, then the path followed by Christians, and the path followed by the Sufis. And after practicing that, he had his own experience declared that everyone reaches the same goal. All experiences at the end appears the same. So that's a grand experience for the harmony of the world, for the good of the world. That is very much the crying need of this age. All distinction to go away, that is the only path. Ramakrishna said how this distinction between men and women, between religion and another religion, this country and that country, everything will go away. Simple. If we love God, one God. We are all children of God. If that thought, devotees, the divine idea that we are all devotees of God, then all distinctions will go away. It is not depending on the color, language, place where we are born, what is the way of our features in the body. This does not matter. We are all children of God. So, now you keep ready for your questions. We will read this gospel, and the story of the gospel is, it is the most authentic statement of a realized soul in this present age. In the history, there is no such parallel book like this. It is not a book, it is a record of the diary. And there is one great professor in those days in Calcutta, Mahendralal Gupta, and he was attracted, he was going to commit suicide, could not face the challenges of life. He was so frustrated, as it happens in human life. So, but he met Ramakrishna, and the very first vision, he went to die, he got a renewed birth in the spirit. And then he was so attracted that he used to come every day. Ramakrishna used to jokingly say, "Oh, again he has come." Opiate, if you give some opium, one dose to someone, you need not have to call him second time. The second day, he will come to you and ask for, "Oh, can I have the same?" So, Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna said the same language. Yes, he has come again. Like a bird who has been fed one opiate tablet, comes for this second day and third day. And then he dedicated his life, his school, his teaching. In between, he used to run away to Ramakrishna and used to say that, "I have nothing to give you." Anyone used to go to him, he used to say, "I have nothing to give you, but I have only one thing to give. I lived on the beach, ocean, of an ocean. That is the Ramakrishna, ocean of experience, ocean of knowledge, ocean of wisdom, ocean of love, ocean of purity, ocean of detachment, ocean of renunciation. I lived on the bank of that ocean. And anyone comes to me, I only give one scoop or two scoop of that water who comes over him." So this is the gospel. It's like giving that nectar which can soothe our burning souls. We are in the world, we are all searching for peace and joy, and running here, running there, running for drug, running for drinking, running for this, running for that. Like, example is given like a mad deer, Deer in the forest runs hundreds of miles because there is a fragrance which comes out of his own pouch. But the deer does not know where the beautiful fragrance is coming. So deer runs hundreds of miles every day in search of where is that fragrance. Nabh kamal mein hai kasturi kaise bharam mite pashu kare. A pashu means an animal. He is ignorant. He does not know that all the fragrant, what is feeling, perfume, it is in his own or her own pouch. And he is running, oh, it may be there, it may be there, it may be there. We are like that. That's bharam means the foolishness, the bhranti, the forgetfulness. How this forgetfulness will go away, that's in the song. Kaise bharama mite pashu. This pashu means the animal, he is ignorant. Animal, why? Because ignorant. We live animal life. Because we are ignorant about our own divine self. So the song says, Kaise bharama, how this bhranti, this forgetfulness can be wiped out. That he is running for that fragrance, thinking it is coming from somewhere, and knocking there, not running that way, but it is all the time coming from one day, finding, oh, it is here. So we are searching for that joy, and it is all here within us. It is not, na hai mai masjid, mandir masjid mo. I am not in the masjid, mosque, or in the temple. I reside in the heart of all. So to find out that, so Sri Ramakrishna is here to give this message. But how will you get it? Because there is no recording machine those days. But this M had an incredible memory. He could remember every word, every step. That's why he used to note down whenever he came back from seeing Ramakrishna, and keep a note, diary, and later on he used to come and sit for meditation, revisit as if every step what happened. He's meditating on every movement of Ramakrishna, every word what he spoke. Again, because he has incredible memory, plus added with his rethinking, remeditating, it has not come out of some fantasy. Most of the places in the scriptures you will find something doubtful, contradictory statements. But here you will not find that, because it is the exact word coming out of the mouth of God-intoxicated person who is called Ramakrishna. So we get the benefit because he wrote it like that, exactly, meditating every word. And if he sometimes did some meditation wrong, then again Ramakrishna, when he left his body, he will come, he say, hey, I didn't say this, correct it. That means that is the type of purification and perfection in this gospel which has never been recorded in such a way. Every scripture, there is some admixture of some other people's opinion and thoughts have been, it has been pushed inside. They say the Quran was composed after how many years? How many? 300 years or sometimes afterwards. Everyone is talking about Muhammad said this, Muhammad said this, Muhammad said this. And then everyone's statement is different. So the mullahs made a conference. Okay, submit all the papers. And in that meeting they decided, oh, this is rejectable, this can stay, this can go. And in that way the book is come, total, what is today's. It is not that it is first coming from the mouth, direct. So that's why there is some contradictory ideas, some detrimental thoughts come. It may be misunderstanding. Suppose I am talking to you, and everyone is asked about this same topic, your version will not be the same. Everyone's version will be a little different than the other. So this is our human weakness. But anyhow, this is recorded that way. There is no change in it. Like the Upanishads. Upanishads, there is no change because you have to chant the same way as 1,000 years before the mantra was chanted. Isha Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, or any Upanishad. Everything is a meter, a perfect meter, half a letter, you cannot change. If you change, you are wrong. Correct it, till your chanting becomes perfect. That's the way the purity of the ancient Upanishad has been kept. And this is the recorded history, which is the unique contribution to the whole world. How many people's life have been saved by this reading of the Gospel of Ramakrishna in the world? Thousands and thousands of people. They don't know Ramakrishna, but first it came into their hand, and that transformed their life. It's talking straight. Love God. Dive deep. Have it now and here. It is within you. You can do it. No, don't think you are a sinner. There is no sin. But you do mistake, no? That's the idea. Anyhow, so this is the little background of this gospel for those who are new today. And Sri Ramakrishna used to go, after his all sadhana, all his spiritual practice, he wanted to give this message to the people who are seeking for the truth. So he used to go to Calcutta. Calcutta was the capital of India then. So he used to go from Dakshineshwar to Calcutta and go into some home, rich man's parlor, where many people, because he is going there, many people will, with the words of mouth, they will all gather around to listen. Those who cannot go to the village, Dakshineshwar, where Ramakrishna did his sadhana, so they used to come to Calcutta, and Calcutta their own space, so they can easily join. That's why the Ramakrishna used to come and meet the devotees and inspire them sometimes. And his unique personality. Now talking, now singing a beautiful song. His voice was beautiful voice. He didn't go to any music school, understand? But you need not have to go to music school. But if you meditate, your voice becomes sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. And Ramakrishna, because he used to stay in Samadhi, his voice became the sweetest. Swami Vivekananda said, I have not heard such sweet voice. He only said that Pahari Baba, the great yogi, his voice was so sweet, because yogi, contemplating on God and divinity, they become so much charged there. Their entire constitution remains outwardly same, but it becomes sattvico, purer. So Sri Ramakrishna singing in that sweet voice will just cover the mind of everyone, gets uplifted. Everyone's mind gets uplifted. Now singing, now dancing, now sitting, now giving advice. So that's a wonderful description, as he did during his lifetime, has been recorded here. So I will read. I was continuing the reading that Ramakrishna went to Calcutta, and he is going to visit to the house of a Calcutta gentleman whose name is Nanda Bose, very rich man, and his parlor. Why he is going there? Because he has beautiful pictures and paintings of gods and goddesses, and that's why he went. Now, Ramakrishna said, page 818, he said, oh yes, people no doubt talk that way, but is God partial? If thing happens through God's grace, then I must say God is partial. Master said, but God himself has become everything, the universe and its living beings. You will realize it when you have perfect knowledge. God himself has become the 24 cosmic principles, the mind, intellect, body, and so forth. Is there anyone but himself to whom he can show partiality? Wow! We normally say God, sometimes we say that I am a good guy, I am getting so much trouble, and there's a bad guy, you see, he is doing all nonsense, but he is very managing everything and becoming rich, becoming very happy and joyful. Then why God is doing that? Then God is partial, no? He loves that guy more and don't love me. Or someone is become born with good capability of education, mind, money and wealth. And I am a poor guy, so God is partial to me. So Ramakrishna said, how can God be partial? God himself has become everything. In the Upanishad it says, God, the Absolute, who is beyond time, space and causation, there is no question of creation. There is neither you, neither me, neither sun, neither moon, neither stars, neither animals, neither plants, nothing. What is there? There is only one absolute consciousness, ocean of bliss and peace. One, only one. If there is one, who will hate whom? Who will love whom? No? So, that question does not come in that state of oneness. That is the samadhi state. Now, if you come down, this world is here. But what is this world? This world is only God in different name and form. Just imagine, it is only ocean, Pacific Ocean. Think of the Pacific Ocean. It is only water, Pacific Ocean water. But infinite number of waves and ripples. And waves and ripples and bubbles. If you look at that, then what are that? Who is the one bubble hating another bubble? One wave hating the another wave? Or God is creating that hatred? Or he is partial to somebody, impartial to somebody, he does not like somebody, likes and dislikes? No. It is all H2O, all water. It is a play going on, fun going on. No question of here judging that way. God is not partial. And then Ramakrishna in one moment, he says, you cannot understand, we cannot understand that. How much we say. We are who we are, according to Vedanta. You are Satchidananda plus your name and your form. Got it? Every one of us, Satchidananda added with your name and your form. Your name means your characteristics of the body, your characteristic of your mental condition, intellectual condition. No, this is you. Added with this feature, your feature. It is all like, made of wax museum. Do you know wax museum? It is here. And what is in the wax museum? It is all made of wax. But you can see all diversity is also there. There is a table, Last Supper table in the museum, wax museum in Hollywood Boulevard, that side. And there you find there is Christ sitting and all the direct disciples are sitting all around. There is a table and there is a wine bowl, there is bread, and each one is looking at it as the scene goes on. But you can see all difference, but everything, this finger is wax, the bread, that is wax, the bowl, that's wax. You see some wine there, it is wax. The nail, the eyes, the eyebrows, nothing but wax, 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 wax. Understand? What is this world? Is God has become everything. One absolute reality has taken the name and form of this. And each name and form is the difference. But it is the elemental thing is all wax. So that is God, is the universe and its living beings God himself has become everything. He has become everything. Then where I come from? That's the problem. There is no I. But I think I am this. I am that God consciousness, that I don't identify. I identify with my body, with my mind, with my emotions, with my ego. So body, mind, emotion, ego. We identify and we suffer or we enjoy, we smile and we cry. So Ramakrishna said, you will realize, but when you understand this, everything is God. I don't see that. I am talking about God so many years. You are only hearing that. It is very difficult to take in our mind. Then Ramakrishna said, no, you will not understand now because you are in ignorance now. And when you will have perfect knowledge, knowledge will come. Strike a match, then you can see the truth. Light will come, and that light will remove the darkness and ignorance. That's called perfect knowledge. That's why we do meditate, to put the light and remove the darkness. We do prayer, we cry to God, we pray to God, we meditate on God, we do selfless work. These are all only for bringing that perfect knowledge. Misinterpretation. I am interpreting myself as the body-mind person and my name is this. You are mistakenly telling yourself you are such and such and you are what you are now with your education and all this. These are not you. What is you? That is a perfect knowledge will tell you. Then Ramakrishna said, God himself has become 24 cosmic principles. That's the Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya philosophy talks about 24 cosmic principles. Cosmic principle. What is this cosmic? Everything in the whole world constituted of 24 things. You, me, a crawling worm, a bacteria, till go to gods and goddesses, everything is composed of these 24 principles. What are the 24 principles? It's too hard, no? Okay. But to learn is good, a little bit. 24 means you have to remember 20. How to make 20? You remember. What are the 20 things? First of all, you see, you have eyes. No? It's called the perception. We perceive the universe with 5 sense organs. What are the 5 sense organs? Eyes, we see, we hear, fragrance, smell, tongue, food, good food, bad food, tongue, and then what? Touch. These are the 5 organs of perception. Oh, it is cold today. You feel in the skin. Oh, it is too hot. No? Your skin tells you. Touch of the skin. So, 5 organs of perception. We draw the knowledge. It is hot, it is cold, it is beautiful, it is nice, it is fragrant, it is bad smell. So, 5 organs of senses and 5 organs of action. Hand, feet, back, the speech. I tell you, could you bring it? I say only word, but that's the action, indicating some action. Speech is a symbol of action, like that. So hand, feet, etc. So 5 organs of action. 5, 10. And what are the 5 things? How the body is built every day? You take 5 things. What do you take? Do you drink water? Water everyone drink or not? So one is water. You take rice and dal and everything which comes from the ground, is it not? It's called the earth element, water element. Then calorie, you take food means, oh, it is 210 calorie. hey, this only have 60 calories, I can take that. It is 300 calories, I don't take it. No? That means calorie is the heat. So, three things now. Khiti means the earth element. Up is the water element. Teja is the fire element. Marut. Oh, I have breathing trouble. No? So breath. With that breath you are alive. If the breath is gone, then you are gone. And the whole universe. Even the plants are breathing, is it not? They are taking carbon dioxide, throwing out oxygen. We are taking oxygen, throwing out carbon dioxide. But it's breathing, no? So, and what is it? Space? In the space you are walking. You are walking from one place to another, one space to another space. So 5 things, which is the body is also created, and the world is also created. And another 5. What are the another 5? In the dream, now you see. You also in your dream, you drink water, no? When you are thirsty in your dream, there are also air in your dream body. Do you breathe or not breathe? You breathe. So, consider what happens in your dream. There are also 5 elements. Food you take, rice, dal or whatever you take, which comes out of the earth element. So earth element, air element, fire element, water element, space element. There also you run in suppose some tiger is chasing you in your dream. But your body, this body is lying down, you are very happy there. But you are running because the tiger is chasing you. So there are 5 elements there also, space, in the space you are running. So how much is now? Now you remember, could you make 20? What are the 20? First 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of action, 5 prana, and whatever you say, air, water, fire, etc., space, 5. 3 into 5, 15. Plus 5, subtle air, subtle water. In dream, you don't drink this water, in a faucet water. There is a faucet, but it's mental faucet. You know? It is not the real faucet. Suppose in your dream body, suppose I am dreaming and in my dream body I am thirsty. And probably you can understand this guy is dreaming and that he needs some drinking water. And you put this water in my mouth, what will happen? I will get choked. You have to give me subtle water, fine water, not this water. So that is called the 5 subtle element. I am breathing here, this body is breathing. In the dream you may think you are panting for breath. No? In the dream, subtle air, not this air. This is subtle air, finer air. So 5 finer elements, 5 gross elements. 10, 5 sense organs of perception, 5 sense organs of action. Understand? You made 20. Remember, you are learning a big philosophy today, in one day. You are all becoming Sankhya philosophers. So 5 into 4, how much? 20. And you have to make another 4. Another 4, look at you. What are the another 4? Apart from the body, what 4 you have? You have mind, you have intellect, you have your ego, and your memory. Is it not? We have some memory. What happened yesterday? What happened in my good days, bad days? No? So these are the 4. These are called 24 principles. And Sri Ramakrishna is saying, all these 24 principles you are seeing, they are all God. You are wrongly interpreting them as earth element, fire element. You are talking like that, but they are only one in different name and form. The whole Vedanta is capsuled here. What you see, you are seeing Brahman. What you see, it is only God. But your mind is giving distorted vision. If your glass is concave or convex, what do? You see the thing distorted, is it not? You stand before a Belgium glass, straight, fine, beautiful. Then you will look as you are, is it not? But you know, in your bathroom, if you have a concave lens or convex lens, how your face looks. Don't you stand before a mirror? How you look then? Your distorted means become big or become like this. It is not you. So that is the point. This distorted image is created by the mind, my mind. My understanding is distorted. That's why spiritual life is cleaning the mind. Chant the name of the Lord unceasingly. So take the name of the Lord, that will purify the mind. That means the concave, convex, these apertures will be made straightened. And then what you look, really you, the effulgent, immortal, full of bliss, will shine forth. So then you see God is there, God is here, God is everywhere. All the spiritual experiences tells all the seekers of truth, when they succeed in their spiritual end of their spiritual practice, they reach this conclusion. So Ramakrishna said, when perfect knowledge comes, then you will be realized. And then he said that God himself has become the 24 cosmic principles: mind, intellect, body, and etc., as I discussed. Is there anyone but himself to whom he can show partiality? If I am in everything, how can I be partial to me? Are you partial to this finger and less than this finger? Or you are partial to your ear and not partial to your, you reject your nose? Or you punish your leg with a hammer if you make a false step? Because you don't do, because it is you. The leg is you, your hand is you, your ear is you, so you don't make any difference. You cannot say you are partial to this, you are non-partial to this. It is not, it cannot say like that. So you see this in ignorance, but it is you the pure, not this. Again, you, as soon as I say you think I am this body-mind. No, you are not that. There is something behind this body-mind, the consciousness, which allowing me to speak, to move my hand, to explain, or to understand what am I doing. It is all, there is an energy behind, we call Brahman, we call Atman, we call Satchidananda. And that simple language we call God. So Nanda, this gentleman whose house Ramakrishna visiting, hearing this, he says, why has he assumed all these different forms? Okay, it is all he, but why he has become so many? And not only that, bad. Bad people, someone is killing brutally, someone is torturing someone is cunning, someone is jealous, someone is angry. What type of nonsense this world? Why he has become like that? Why are some wise and some are ignorant? Why? If it is only one, why someone is ignorant? Why someone is knowledgeable? Very good question, our question. Master said, oh, it is his sweet will. You know, it is his fun. Is it not fun? Yes, we do the fun. Suppose you are all friends, you tomorrow plan, we'll enact a play. Then you select a book and you take one role, You take another role, you take another role, you take another role, and you take another role. Everyone takes some roles. And you memorize the play, is it not? Suppose you are to kill somebody. It's a play. You are not really killing. You are friends. You wanted to have some fun. That's why people create amateur artists, what they do. Amateur. Amateur means they are not actually for money or anything. For fun they are doing like that. So when you, in the fun, and you play like that, no? Suppose you become, you have to show that you are angry. So will you smile there and show your face? Will that make a play? No one will buy that. Suppose if you are to really make a show of your anger, or you are going to give a blow, that time you become like a sadhu and holy man and go like meditating. Will that be in par with the movie or the theatre? No one will, this movie business will stop. Rather, the movie, those who give Oscar prize and things, what they see? You fell down, but your falling down was not perfect. You could not really show that you are falling. You make a fake show. Now you should act exactly like that, is it not? You are too angry, you have to be really angry. It should show in your every expression. You will with a smiling face, I will give you a blow. That, you will not get anything, any praise from the audience, and that movie will stop next day. Flip, flop. So this is the point. So this is the play God is playing, and it is fun. It is not for any other purpose. God is playing this drama, world drama. And world drama, in this drama, in our play, how the play happens? There is a playwright, no? Screenwright, those who writes the screen. So he out of his or she out of his mind creates a drama. And it goes to the producer. Producer says, oh, no, it should change this, you should do that, you should do that. That means producer has an idea that this will be the total picture and it should be attractive to the people, will get good money. If I get money, you will also get share, you will also get share. So, correct it. And then one drama is enacted according to the writing, no? Whatever in the script is written, you have to memorize that. And you have to act in that way, no? And then everyone does perfectly. It's a perfect movie. But it is, no one is killing anyone, no one is loving anyone. It is, they will get a share. If it sells well, more money comes, then producer will get money. Everyone in the name list, everyone get a share. So it is all for fun. It's for money. So this is for joy. So God has created this universe. Ramakrishna said, it is not for anything, it's for fun. He himself has become many. It's difficult to understand, no? How one become many. I give the example. Suppose you enter into this room, only one person entering into the room, and entire wall, every wall in the ceiling, bottom, infinite number of mirrors are placed, small, with different aperture, different curvature. You come here, only one person, and you will see how many you will be reflected everywhere. Does it make sense? It's possible? So similarly, God is only one. This is we call by his Maya, inscrutable Maya. Why inscrutable? We cannot understand that. It is such a thing which is difficult for ordinary people like us to understand. We can understand this play example a little bit. Now we can make sense. Okay, if it is possible for ordinary person to create such a See how many movies, thriller movies, this movie, how they prepare, Baba. They are all for money. They are flying through the window. It's all for money. And there is one stunt person in our close by. And she broke her limbs and things so many times because it's stunt. You have to fall down so many feet. You have to run to their car and get out like that. But these are all for money, all for fun. Why you go? I give the example. Why you need to go to, say, in this snow, people, those who want skiing, they like, this is a good time to go for different place to ski, no? So they are skiing and sometimes falling down. And falling down in this cold, why are you going to the ski there? Why not live in your room and lie down and watch TV and enjoy pizza? But people don't do that. Why they don't do? Well, they say, oh, I'll go skiing. So why do you take the trouble of going to ski and break your arm? Yeah? So this is the point. That's for fun. That's also for fun. So if we do this, why not God can create himself in so many ways? It's his fun. It's his play. So it's fun. Is his fun going on? Now the question comes, is his fun? No? It is his sweet will. Then another devotee says that it says that it is sweet will. And then Ramakrishna started singing, "O Mother, all is done after thine own sweet will. Thou art the truth, self-willed, redeemer of mankind. You work your own work. Men only call it their own. You are you, the help, the lame man to scale the loftiest hill. On some you do bestow the bliss of Brahmanhood. Swakoli, this is the song, na? Swakoli tomari ichha, na? Ichha moi tara tumi. Oh Mother, you are self-willed. You wish and you are playing like that. And this song goes on wonderfully. Ramakrishna started singing that song. And then he continued, the Divine Mother is full of bliss. He is full of joy, full of bliss. Creation, preservation, destruction are the waves of her sportive pleasure. It is her sport. Now it is God. Ramakrishna switches. He says, the Divine Mother. God is replaced here by Divine Mother. It can be replaced by Brahman. It can be replaced by Allah. It can be replaced by the Bodhisattva state. So, the waves of her sportive pleasure, innumerable are the living beings. Only one or two among them obtain liberation, and that makes her happy. It is mother's play going on, and we are a playmate. We are playing with God. We are all playing with God. What a beautiful concept. If we can see that in you is God, in you is the Divine Mother, you say Divine Mother, you say God. In me is the same God. So what will be the relationship? Our relationship sometimes sweet for few days and bitter for so many days. Why? Because we don't see God there. We see as a human personality. And mind, emotion, ego, they are in the play. But this giving, everything is God. God is playing through different costumes. It's like a costume, wearing different costume. You can be looking different, but you are the only one person. So if we know God is in everyone, what will be our attitude? You give a glass of water to someone, you'll think, I'm giving it to God. Your love will be so elevated in divine love, mundane love to divine love. So that's the benefit. Even if we don't understand anything, if we believe this truth, that Ramakrishna is saying, that all the scriptures have said, God is in the heart of all. So all these mean ideas of personality will just dissolve. Will think that I am fortunate, I am playing with God. Anything you are doing, if you feel that way, it is an interplay of God in this costume and the other costume. That means you are searching for God. People say, I am searching for God. Where is God? I go to this holy place, I got this mantra, and I wear this jantra, or we do put some ashes, nothing happening. And what will happen? You are the divine. Divine is here, that's why it is not a dead body. Dead body does not talk. Dead body does not blink. All action is possible because of the consciousness behind. And that consciousness is called Mother, consciousness is called God. So that God is everywhere. Ignoring that God, where do you search God? That's why Vivekananda says, Bahurupe sammukhe tomar chari kotha khujicho ishwar. Where are you searching for God? Giving up God in varied forms in front of you. Jive prem kare jaijan, he who serves and loves and respects the jiva, individual person, see God there. That is the person who is serving God. So see, there is a new idea coming out of it. It is not for philosophy, but for making our life very peaceful, very joyful, very enjoyable, and really fruitful, because it is all interaction is going on between one person and another person. There is no person, it is only one God, reflected in different body-mind complex. You know, you keep 20, 100 pots and put water in each. And when the sun comes up, see how many sun you will find. So many pots, so many reflections. Do you get it? So, sun being only one will be seen as 100 and 1,000, million, billion, trillion. So long the pot is there and you need something else. What do you need in the pot? Water. I know. Water is your mind. Mind is considered like a lake. So you have a body, it's a pot, and there is a mind inside, mind, emotion, intellect. They are all called together like a water. Sun, God is only one sun reflecting in each one. You see, each place there is a sun, reflected sun. Each is sun, reflected. So, adore each other as God. Love each other as God, as divine. Respect each other with that grand honor. So it is that Divine Mother, she has become, and she is playing, and it is her own sport. Then the natural question comes, as in our mind, Are Baba, she is playing fun. But what about us? We are in trouble. So naturally question, it may be her sweet will, but it is death to us. One God comes with a dagger and gives me a blow, and I cry and go to hospital. God playing, but I am in difficulty. It's a very common question, is it not? Whether if God is there, then what about me? Why am I suffering? And God should not do to me. I am a good guy, I don't do harm, but someone attacks me and disturbs me. So what type of God is this? So very pertinent question, that it may be her means Divine Mother or God, good play. It's a good play, I understand that. I accept that. But it is death to me. I am a victim. I am suffering. So what about that? Then Sri Ramakrishna says, Master, but who are you? Who are you? A very good question. It is the Divine Mother who has become all this. It is only as long as you do not know her that you say, I. Who are you? If it is only 24th principle is God, if everything is created, your bone is made of that same consciousness, the flesh is more made of consciousness, your mind is made of consciousness. As I said, everything is wax. Then now, if there someone says, why he is coming to kill me? Arey, who is coming to kill? It is only wax. It is only God. Or you call it his mother, Divine Mother. Why are coming? You are coming. Where is your I? Why do you enter into it? You have no existence. If it is everything is mother, then where is you? Well, that is ignorantly you are thinking, this is me. Don't you think? Say it is God. It is God's play. I am nothing. My ego is making me separate from Him. It is only God. I am not there. I am in Him. A bubble in the ocean, standing on the ocean, she may say, oh, I am a small bubble, this big guy is coming and killing me. No, it is water, it is water. Water playing with the water. So where is the bubble? Bubble, where is bubble? Bubble ego. Bubble ego, wave ego, foam ego. So give up that ego. You have no existence. See God's play. Put God everywhere. That's very high philosophy, no? That takes whole life to practice. And at the end one can realize this, as Ramakrishna said. Yes, really it is God's fun, God's play is going on. And we are only playmates there. So, only to say, whenever someone says, I am getting hurt, who are you? Where you are getting hurt? Somebody twisted my arms. Okay? Your physical body is getting twisted, no? You? Are you the physical body? Are you the hand? You know, some situation is there, doctors ampute the hand, cut. The man dies? No, he said I. Still he said I. With legs gone, he said I. Is it not? If it's one kidney is gone, say I. You should say I minus kidney. After kidney operation, one can say I was this much, now I am I minus kidney. No one says that. My eyes may be hit by something and then one eye get blind. I does not reduce because one eye is blinded. So what are you? Here comes the whole Vedanta. Are you the eyes? Are you the nose? Are you the finger? Are you the hand? Are you the lungs? Are you the heart? Biological thing what you see? No. You are something more than that. You are something apart from that. What is that? You are in mind. When this body, you are connected with the body now, but in your sleep, when you go to sleep, this body is in the bed. But you don't identify with this body, you identify with the dream body. You are engaged there. So what is you then? You this or that? Which is correct? Neither this is correct, that is not correct. What is correct? What is truth? Truth will be all the time same, is it not? Truth is now, I am this body. When I sleep, I will feel this is my body. When I dream, I will feel this is my body. No, no one feels like that. Do anyone feel in your dream this body? No, there is another subtle body, fine body. So, you there also say, I am afraid, I am happy, I am unhappy. That is, I is also there working. Here is also I working, there is also I working. And he said, now you say, yesterday I had a good dream or a bad dream. That means you are somebody separate who have observed the dream. You are the observer. You are the observer who observes the dream. You also say, I slept well. What I slept? What you slept? Who slept? I slept. I slept where? Who? How do you know you slept? Sleep was an activity and I observed that sleep. That means you see, you are not the body. You are the observer of the body. You are not your subtle body, the dream body. You are the observer of the body. You are not even when you are sleeping, sleep body. 3 bodies, this body, dream body, sleep body. You are behind these 3 bodies. So that I is continuously there. That is you, not this body. And we go to doctors, and doctors for teeth extraction or something serious, they put us into anesthesia. No? You don't know. They do everything in the body, but you don't know. But if you wear the body, you don't know. But if you wear the body, then you will feel that your I has an impact on that. It can be separated. It can be separated by many means. By meditation, we separate from the body. When you sit for meditation, you think of something divine, and really, if you can really focus in that, then you forget that you have a body. You forget the place where you are sitting. You forget the time, what time you are started your prep. Now, given gross example, you can see that when you go very much focused, and then you see, you watch a TV. It's very interesting, so interesting that someone is calling you, you don't hear that. Why? Because you are focused there. That what is I then? I is who is observing behind me, behind you, and that's called the conscious support of all of us. So, this I does not exist. And all the pain and suffering comes in this body, is it not? You say, I am unhappy. Where you are unhappy? In your mind you are unhappy. Your finger is unhappy. Its feeling is here. So your mind. So you are neither the body, not the mind. So you are the witness of all them. And that witness consciousness is called God. That we call Holy Mother. That we call Divine Mother. Whatever name we give. So this is the way Ramakrishna says, it is all Mother. Why are you bringing I? This false I, if you can remove it, then your problem is solved. That's,
can we remove that I?
That's a whole spiritual journey, all the spiritual practices what we are doing, or reading. We are reading 1 hour for this what? It is purification of our mind. This complex idea that I am the body, after discussion of 1 hour, a little bit of that concept is coming. Yes, I really am not this. I am something else than that. That concept is coming. So if we do it 24 hours, what will happen? Intensify, then I will never be confused that I am this body and I am suffering and I am doing. Yes, my language changes. My body is suffering, not I. Huh? Our many Swamis, senior Swamis, they exactly say this thing. The other day one Swami passed away. I asked Swami, how are you? And he's just passing, within few hours he passed away. I'm calling from here to India. And that Swami is saying, yes, body is too much in pain. You stay well. I will have to leave. And within some time he left. They know the body is living. I am not. It can be experienced. And I have seen many Swamis like that. Because we don't practice. And if we practice day and night, if it is logical, what Ramakrishna said, we think Ramakrishna is only bhakti. See, He started with 24 cosmic principles, Sankhya, Vedanta. And then he put that everything is by a. And then he said, where are you? Then he is bringing all the philosophy of witness consciousness. See how he's not a simple man. He says simple things, but so profound. But if we go through it again and again, really, suppose we discussed whatever we discussed, in nutshell is what? The everything is God. I don't see it. Why don't you see it? It's my ignorance. When the full knowledge will come, you will see it, Ramakrishna said. Then he said, about what is this world then? It is 24 cosmic principle, everything is God. Okay? And then he said, everything is mother. People foolishly say, I do. It's everything is mother doing. Or everything is God is doing. And God is killing someone. And God is being killed. What type of God is this? He's partial to somebody, he's torturing somebody, he's killing somebody. Is this God? Well, no. Who is in that dying and who is creating that death, both are same. It's a fun going on. It's a play going on. It's a, what is called the enactment going on. Huh? This is the few points we got it. After the enactment was going on, but I am crying. Someone is torturing me. It is enactment for God. For me, it is suffering. Then Ramakrishna come on to the strong ground. Who are you? If everything is God, where do you come from? Is it not? So it is your foolishness, it is your ignorance, it is your... So get out of the ignorance. So all will surely realize, it is Divine Mother who has become all this. And it is only as long as you do not know, it means we are ignorant. Yeah, hard. That's why you say I. It is all divine, it is all mother. It is too high a principle, but I will suggest to take this much you can take home. To see each other, at least, that there is God in someone. Everyone, there is God. So if we can see in that respect, with that respect, then our life will be smooth. Our life's journey will be easy and a relationship will be strong and powerful and dignified. There is no low and high. It is God expressing in one. But all these differences because of the different types of mind. If the mind thinks of God, your mind also be pure, my mind will also be pure. Let us think more and more and more. It becomes perfectly pure. When perfectly pure, you will see God, I will see God. And there is the perfect union. God enjoys God's presence. No? Now it is a talk, but that time it will be a reality. That's why Gita says, who is slaying, he is also the same. He who slays, he who is slain. He who kills, who is being killed are the same. This is all for fun. It's all for play. It's all for drama, a big drama, big acting going on in this drama.
Drama queen.
She is the ultimate drama queen. Yeah, right. Ramakrishna said, all will surely realize God. All will be liberated. It may be that some get their meal in the morning, some at the noontime, some in the evening. But none will go without food. All without any exception will certainly know their real self. Their real self. What is the real self? This is not the real self, this is false self. Real self is that I, infinite I. That what Ramakrishna said as Holy Divine Mother. What he says, God everywhere. And that is the Satchidananda. That is, every one of us will understand one day or other. So, we have to practice that. So, we end here. And I think no question today. There are questions. Okay, we end here first. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Okay, so now the question answer for a few minutes. here comes the question, what is your truth? What is the true faith? What is your truth? Truth is not my truth or your truth. Truth is only truth. Truth is unchangeable. Truth is beyond time. Faith is maybe right or wrong. I may have faith in something which is not scientific, which is not reasonable. But truth is truth. Truth has no two. There is no two truth. Truth is only one. If it is, that is the definition of truth. Truth does not change. Which changes, that is not truth. That's why God, the absolute, does not change. It is absolute, it is infinite. That's why that is called truth. And whatever we say true, this is not true. That's why the Vedantic analysis, this is not true. Why? It is here today. It will disintegrate. It is disintegrating every day. This body looks like this. It is disintegrating, it is changing. It is not true. This house is not true. It is here. After 200 years, it will not stay here this way. Or you have to rebuild something because everything is getting changed and transformed. The sun is not the same sun when you were born and when it is today, or yesterday's sun, today's sun. Everything has changed. That is not true. That's why sun is not true. So that's why which does not change, that is called truth. And what is the true faith? Right faith is think that unchanging absolute, that is the right faith. To think that ultimately there is only one absolute reality which does not change, where there is no play of time, space and causation. There is only one and one absolute. That is the truth. Craig is asking, what does it mean when it is said that Ramakrishna practiced out austerities for our sake? Yes, what does it mean? You know, it is mean that when you look at Ramakrishna, suppose you look at an ugly picture, then what happens? Your mind becomes pure. Does it happen? If you see a villain torturing somebody, and that picture is brought before your eyes, what impression goes in your mind? And parallelly, if see serene face Ramakrishna in samadhi, in ecstasy, the face is beaming with joy, will it not create a different impression? So that is the point, that practiced austerity, and every austerity we do, it purifies our body and mind and soul, physical body also. That's why you can see the holy people. You see Christ's face. That's also a human face. But what impression brings in your mind when you look at Christ, when you look at Buddha? So that is the thing, because Buddha practiced austerity, tremendous austerity. Austerity makes you forget about the body. Austerity is what? My mind wants to eat. Austerity says, no, today is Ekadashi. I am fasting today. Fasting day today. I won't eat. So you are controlling yourself. That gives you some inner spiritual strength. So austerity means that you are changing your own longing for worldly things. So Ramakrishna, Buddha, Christ, they worked tremendous austerity which we cannot do a little trace of that, little dot of that. And that was done, and we are getting the benefit. That's why we look at their picture even, our mind becomes pure. And if we can really dive into through that picture, go into their mood, which mood expresses. Our face is the index of our mind. When you are angry, your anger mood is expressed to the face. Everyone can see that you are angry. When you are smiling, your joy is expressing to the face. So that is very important. So austerity of Ramakrishna, austerity of Christ, austerity of Buddha, they have created such a human expression that thousands and thousands of people, to thousands of years, Buddha's picture, Buddha's image, people are seeing for thousands of years. How many people got benefit out of that? That is the result of the austerity. Christ, he's a man who was crucified. But look at the face of Christ. Your mind will immediately be peaceful. Look at Mother Mary, the picture of that. She did austerity, of course. Why? What my Mother Mary did? She didn't go for worldly enjoyment, fun, nothing, and leading the pure life, God-intoxicated life, bearing the child and all these things. So look at Mary, your mind becomes pure. That's austerity, result of austerity. So that should be our also policy. Another question is spiritual knowledge possible without a guru? Yeah, spiritual knowledge can be without a guru. That is, Ramakrishna did that. But still he has some guru at the beginning. Swami Brahmananda said that if you want to know how to steal, pickpocket, how to do perfectly pickpocket. Pickpocket, you know? Your purse will come into my pocket. You will not understand. That's a pickpocket. So, but if you do pickpocket and you are caught, then you will be getting beating. But can you do without that trouble of pickpocketing? And also, no one can catch you. No? So, you need a teacher. To learn pickpocketing also, you need a teacher, is it not? To learn a driving, don't you need a teacher? You call instructor. Even doing anything perfectly, cook, kitchen. You are preparing one meal and you say, oh, it's a good food, good food. How did you do it? Are you not asking the teacher then? How do you know? And he said, YouTube, but YouTube, but you have improvised maybe with that and this. Then YouTube becomes your teacher. YouTube is not a machine, but somebody has put into that, so that person is your teacher. So without teacher, nothing is possible. So why for spiritual life? No teacher. Is more needed. Because in physical sciences, where a physical thing can be visible, there you need a teacher. And God is invisible. You cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot taste. Only you have to move travel in a path which is very inconvenient for ordinary people. And there you need a good teacher, rather, better teacher. So yes, you can have, but better we have some teacher, and guru is necessary. Okay? And in aloneness, how to keep oneself in strength. Aloneness, you are saying the word aloneness is a big word. Alone does not mean lonely. Alone means with God. If you think you are a human being, you feel, I am getting strength. Suppose you think the Lord of the universe who created this cosmos, the stars and galaxies and all these things, millions and billions of satellites and these things are created out of whom? If he is with you, will you feel lonely? Will you feel alone? No. You will feel joy. You will feel great. You will feel fulfilled. So there is no such fear. And you will be strong. You are the strongest guy when you live with God. Rather, when you give up, as we are living, minus God, we are every day frightful. What will happen? Okay, what will happen? If someone is doing harm to me, and if I go this way, what will happen? If I go that way, what will be my fate? No, we are fearful.
Ignorance.
Ignorant means you don't know God. You don't feel the presence of God. So here it is said, when you be with God, then you become all strength. Swami Vivekananda says, do you know who am I? Karmastaraka charbanam tribhuvanam utpatayama balat kingbho no vijanannasi Ramakrishna dasabhayam. My God, Swami Vivekananda is getting all strength. He says, do you know I am a servant of Ramakrishna? I have the power to unhinge the stars. He said, I will unhinge the stars. Oh my God. Throw this earth into the void. Do you know my strength? I am a child of Ramakrishna. So when you think that you are a child of God, you become very powerful, because by whose twinkling of an eye, the whole cosmos is rotating, everything is going on. So don't think that you will be weak. If it is weakness, then you are not really practicing loneliness. We are not fit for that. That's why we say, think of God. Guru gave the mantra, feel His presence. Feel every day. More. Then you become powerful, you become strong. No one can do any harm from outside, and you will not mentally be weak. Okay, this is the last question. Just of curiosity. Just of curiosity. I have read that yogis can do miracles owing to the siddhis they have gained owing to yogic practice. Do monks from Ramakrishna order also gain siddhis? Yes, maybe God, Ramakrishna sadhus get these siddhis, but our training is that we don't pay any value to that. And we don't emphasize that. If it happens, we say it is a coincidence. Suppose you say, one sadhu was here in here where I am talking. He was assistant like me one time, not as I came before. That Swami was also assistant head here. So whatever he says, that becomes true. He does not know why it is happening. Somebody fell down from second floor and in the ground. The Swami said, oh, don't worry, nothing will happen. Oh, Swami, he has been taken to hospital. Don't worry, nothing will happen. And really, he went to the hospital and nothing happened, he came back. Another person fell down from this side to the floor. And he said, oh, it is very difficult. And you see what happens, be careful. I said, Maharaj, he fell down this much. But no, this is serious. And actually, it happened. And that was cause dangerous situation. He has so much fall created so much difficulty. So whatever he says, it is becoming true. Then he approached some senior Swamis. Maharaj, what shall I do? I do not know why it is happening. But I say, and it happens. And people are thinking that I have some jadoo, I have some siddhi. Well, you go to Thakur and pray, oh Lord, please take away. Other people will be happy. I have this power, I can cure, I can do. But this Ramakrishna tradition, we think it is an obstacle to spiritual growth. Because then we will be a healer. They will not go to the hospital dispensary, they will come to you. This is my disease, cure me. This is my problem, heal me. Then you forget God and you will get engaged in doing like that. But siddhi can we have, but Ramakrishna order sadhus don't pay attention, and it is an obstacle. Not pay attention because it will delay our spiritual growth. Because attention will go in other direction and you will be caught into the trap of name and fame. People will say, ha, you are so great. Then money will come, then other allurement will come. Then you go down like that. So Ramakrishna didn't encourage that because of that it is not spiritually beneficial. If God wants to do anything miracle, He will do it. You need not have to involve yourself into that. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Next, tomorrow class is Swami Sattvayananda giving the Gita class. No?